Chainsaw Man, Denji or Pochita. However you wish to identify the devil with the ability to fully erase devils in existence, is a major threat to not only devils and humans alike, but to the very fundamental forces which make up their reality, because once the devil has been consumed, that which it represents is also erased seemingly permanently from existence, with the possible of their existence also potentially being erased completely. Although there has been some special cases where devils have avoided this fate, due to thus far unknown circumstances. So, I decided to look through all the devils revealed in the series so far and take into account those devils which absolutely must not be consumed by the Chainsaw Devil unless the very fundamental laws of reality are to be broken down or utterly destroyed, which would either seriously hamper the continuation of the series or outright cause it to end due to the laws which govern not only their world but our own. These are devils which you may or may not initially consider to be truly that catastrophic based on their names, what they represent and their showings in the series thus far, but, if you will just listen to my thoughts, you might find your options on their danger level, as food for the chainsaw anyway, changing dramatically. The first devil which I wish to talk about, might not be on which you typically consider to be one which would cause an issue with the greater universe if it were destroyed, and that being the Blood Devil, formerly known as Power. The reason behind why the Blood Devil is an especially important part of the laws of this fictional universe is built upon the fact blood is what is required not only for all animals to live but also seemingly all devils as well. If there is no blood, then presumable there are no people, and as a result there are no devils, which depending on what result that would have on the universe. Beyond the major ramification for the entire universe possible, the loss of the Blood Devil would mean that it would be impossible for Denny himself to exist along with Pochita, potentially resulting in a paradox where the Blood Devil cannot be eaten because the thing which ate it was already dead or was never capable of existing in the first place. Altogether it is a pretty dangerous idea to eat the Blood Devil. There is also the pact Power made with Denji before her demise to go and find the Blood Devil and turn it back into Power. It is possible that the contract would prevent him from consuming the Blood Devil and erasing it, which would depend on the specifics of how contracts work between devils and humans in the world of Chainsaw Man. The Cosmos Devil, or Simple Cosmo as the Fiend was called, is almost undoubtedly the most intelligent character in the series, or at least the one with the most knowledge about everything in their realm and perhaps everything that happens in Hell as well, but that has yet to be confirmed. The Cosmos Devil represents the fear of the cosmos, of seemingly everything from our world to the empty void of space to the devastation of a black hole. The cosmos is the fear of all of this and more, perhaps giving her the largest fear in terms of size of the physical manifestation of that which she represents. It is obvious why having her be eaten would be a bad thing. Creation itself, everything since the Big Bang up until whatever point in the story if it were to happen would cease to have happened or exist at all. Since it is currently unknown of if the Cosmos Devil represents not only the mortal realm's reality but also Hell, which seems unlikely as we already know that a Hell Devil currently exists in the series. However, it is possible, as we have seen prior, that there are devils which can be part of the same subcategory, as seen with the Weapon Devils still existing after the Chainsaw Man consumed their name. So it's possible that the Cosmos Devil would also represent Hell, partially depending upon the person's viewpoint. You have the potential of creating another paradox by erasing the existence of the cosmos, as without it there would be no way for Denji to come into creation, and potentially there is no way that devils would be capable of coming into creation, as they are the manifestation of human fears. This is going to be a reoccurring trait with all the devils on this list, that they have the potential for causing a paradoxical event which would prevent the event from occurring in the first place. The Hell Devil is a devil which represents the fear of Hell itself, the plane of existence where devils originate from and where they return to once killed on the mortal plane, to be reborn. The destruction of such a devil by being consumed by the Chainsaw Devil could have monumental ramifications for the world at large. From causing all devils to immediately spawn on Earth in whatever state they are in at that moment, to causing those devils which are killed to be permanently killed, which could have the same effect as them being consumed by the Chainsaw Devil, as both have the effect of permanently removing them from the world. It is also entirely possible that by consuming the Hell Devil, hell would never have existed, thus once again causing a paradox where the Chainsaw Devil could not have come into existence. While if devils just start spawning on Earth instead of in hell, that would certainly be disastrous for the world at large, but depending on what kind of devils that exist it might not cause the entire universe to end horrible. The Eternity Devil is a devil which embodies the fear of eternity, infinite, unending time. With the consumption of this devil by the chainsaw, there is the possibility that time would become finite, which is a dangerous idea given how time is related to gravity, speed and a bunch of other cosmic laws, which if time becomes finite would require that they also become finite, which would tear apart reality as we know it. For time not to exist, there must be no motion, no gravity, a complete state of non-existence with nothing to observe it, because observation is something which takes time. In conclusion, eating this devil would not bring about imminent destruction, but it would cause fundamental changes to occur which could have unimaginable consequences for the world. Although it could be played off as something which will bring consequences some point far into the future, but even so it is scary to think about. The future devil is a devil which embodies the fear of the future. There is extraordinarily little to say about this one. If Denji, Pochita or any other Chainsaw Devil user was to consume this devil, the series would end. There could be no further story because that would involve there being a future. For them to be no future at all, there would have to be an end to all things, more than the Cosmos Devil embodying potentially all creation, more than the Hell Devil embodying an endless world of devils or the Eternity Devil which embodies unending time. The future devil would be the most dangerous devil to ever be consumed by the Chainsaw Devil, not just in series but out of series. It would essentially be Fujimoto slamming the book closed on the series and any progress in the plot. To end the future is to end all things. Death is not enough to stop the future, the destruction of creation is not enough to stop the future. The end of something is when it has no future, no continuation, when it ceases to be physically, mentally, spiritually, in memory and in history. That's not even getting into how the future devil's consumption might wreck the entire timeline, because from every point in history there is a future, but if the future was never even something that existed, oh boy, yet another paradox. I am starting to think that the ramifications of giving the Chainsaw Devil this power were not wholly thought out, or if they were, then Fujimoto might be trying to bring about a level of cosmic insanity that would catch the interest of even the abominations of Lovecraft's works. But anyway, I have been the Anonymous Weeb and this was my thought on the devils which Denji must never be allowed to consume, or else the consequences would be too great for the story to ever possible quantify or even explain to us in a manner which would be deemed satisfying. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you're so inclined. Good day to you all.